The Storming of Doloran. Now that the leprous evil had won the Pit Fiend as an ally, it began preparations for the storming of Doloran.
We've finally reached Doloran. With the Pit Fiend, Crowley, we'll effortlessly overrun the city and kick Yaina Overproud's ass. Oh, but, could we solve it peacefully instead? Maybe they want to surrender.
Talia, your shameful deeds have not gone unnoticed. You have committed yourself to evil and killed Grimly. You have led an army of evil here to Doloran. I cannot allow that, for I fight for capitalism and neoliberalism. Love and justice. I am Yaina Overproud, and in the name of Doloran, I will punish you.
Okay. I guess we can forget the peaceful solution thing.
The armies of evil, forward!
Bravely, or extremely stupidly, the do-gooders of Doloran threw themselves at Crowley, but they could do little against his concentrated power, his steeled muscles, and his fiery breath.
This isn't over yet, as if a ridiculous little demon could stand against me. Thunderbolt, fly and win!
A powerful spell hit Crowley, instantly evaporating all the weaker creatures around him. He seemed considerably weakened.
Hey! That's not fair! Just wait! I have a few tricks up my own sleeve, you fraud! Strengthen, demon! Fly and win!
Talia now also cast a spell on Crowley. Both spells seemed to balance each other out. At the same time, they surrounded the Pit Fiend with a storm of chaotic energy. This would protect him from all damage. Unfortunately, it would also protect everyone outside the energy vortex from Crowley.
This isn't over yet. Men, I need your support. Go to that demon and stay close to him. That will strengthen my spell.
That sounds dangerous.
He's almost banned, you idiots. He cannot do anything to you. Get a move on.
Come, creatures. I need your support. Stay close to Crowley to strengthen my spell. Fear not, the forces surrounding him are harmless. To me.
My goodness! I'm hardly needed for this intro. The fast-acting evil threw everything it had into getting its creatures close to Crowley in order to support Talia's spell. Crowley himself was less than pleased by the magical energies that swirled around him. After all he wanted was to bring chaos and destruction to the world. His superhuman demonic powers allowed him to temporarily resist all the spells and move forward. Of course, he would only do so on the unrighteous evil's orders. For although he was a mighty pit fiend, he was not a giant floating hand that could easily crush any and all creatures if it so wished. The heroes of Doloran had finally gathered their courage and moved closer to Crowley in order to intensify their leader, Yaina Overproud's spell.
Get ready to intercept them. That spell really doesn't need to get any stronger.
Forward, brave warriors! Together we will defeat this evil! Thunderbolt, open!
It's payday. Payday! Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly. The northern road upon which the contemptuous of all life, including that of its own creatures, Evil's army, was lined with warriors armed to the teeth. Proceeding any further would be a suicide mission. The recovering evil would build a chamber of relaxation. There, demons could leave their non-existent cares behind them as they took a warm manna bath. It also allowed them to attain higher levels.
We can't go on like this. Men, find the source of this evil. Enter the dungeon and destroy it.
Not a good time. I'm kind of busy here at the moment.
A group of heroes made their way into the dungeon to lead the armies of evil into a two-fronted war. Fortunately, the underground was laced with traps and so on, so that they didn't stand a chance. You did lace it with traps, didn't you? There are enemies in your dungeon.
The might of all of Doloran is behind me, Dark Elf. Your evil brood has no chance here.
We'll raze Doloran to the ground. When we're done, it'll only be good for a car park.
Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly. There are enemies in your dungeon. Payday. The senseless evil had so far neglected to eradicate one of the heroes' camps, and therefore continued to face a huge number of heroes. Here it seemed to be living out its masochistic side.
Give up, Talia. Good will always triumph.
Oh, like hell! good is going down. I'm gonna tear your heart out and use it as a bath sponge.
There are enemies in your dungeon. It's payday. The splendid evil still had not built a chamber of relaxation. It, of course, took care of the matter immediately. Heroes had surrounded Crowley, and through Yaina Overproud's spell, slowly pushed him back. The lazy evil had to do something to stop them. Crowley had already been forced far back. Something needed to be done urgently. Crowley had been forced all the way back. Yaina's spell was so powerful it was hurting him. If he didn't get some support soon, he would die. Heroes are wrecking your rooms. Defend the dungeon heart.
The combined might of all of Doloran is behind me, Dark Elf. Your evil brood has no chance here.
We'll raze Doloran to the ground. When we're done, it'll only be good for a car park.
It's payday. There are enemies in your dungeon. The ghastly evil chuckled at the insidious thought of erecting a torture chamber. There, imaginative tortures could be used to persuade heroes to defect to good. I mean, to the right side of diabolical. There are enemies in your dungeon. Heroes had surrounded Crowley, and through Yaina Overproud's spell, slowly pushed him back. The lazy evil had to do something to stop them. Crowley had been forced all the way back. Yaina's spell was so powerful it was hurting him. If he didn't get some support soon, he would die. The malicious evil had successfully built the torture chamber, where it could now persuade heroes to see the benefits of the dark side, through the use of instruments of torture, of course.
Very good. That adds some new momentum. Time to die, Yaina Overproud!
Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil's signal. The haphazard evil still hasn't built a chamber of relaxation. This brought tears to the eyes of its demonic servants, who really wanted nothing more than to take a swim in some highly energized manner. This was essential for further increases in level. Meanwhile, Crowley had covered half the distance. Not much longer, and Doloran would fall.
Never! Men, attack!
Heroes had entered the dungeon through the back entrance. Wait, heroes had entered the dungeon by the back entrance? Alert! Defend the dungeon heart. It's payday. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal.
Combined might of all of Doloran is behind me, Dark Elf. Your evil brood has no chance here.
We'll raze Doloran to the ground. When we're done, it'll only be good for a car park.
Heroes had surrounded Crowley, and through Yaina Overproud's spell, slowly pushed him back. The lazy evil had to do something to stop them.
Heroes are on their way to one of your islands of evilness. Payday.
Operation Sneak Attack! Go!
The foolish evil had walked right into a do-gooder ambush, who now happily took its armies under fire from above. This would probably lead to painful losses, but of course, that didn't matter to the troop-wasting evil.
Yes! More power! Excellent! Thank you, Crowley! Take that, Yaina!
Enemies have entered the dungeon. Crowley had reached the gates of Doloran. The energies raging around him melted through the defenses like a hot knife through butter. However, instead of demoralizing the defenders, that seemed to motivate them instead.
Exactly. Right, ladies and gentlemen, time to take out the garbage. Destroy the evil. For the Moonstone. For Doloran!
Man the defenses! Once I'm done with you, I'm gonna raise Dolaran to the ground!
You will never defeat me. I fight for good. We win in every story.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. Payday. Heroes had surrounded Crowley, and through Yaina Overproud's spell, slowly pushed him back. The lazy evil had to do something to stop them.
Yes! More power! Excellent, thank you, Crowley! Take that, Yaina!
Hey, I really don't want to tell you how to play the game, but get your finger out and finally build that chamber of relaxation for your demons, damn it! Phew. I'm sorry, but that had to be done, so on we go. There are enemies in your dungeon. Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. The hedonistic evil had built his demons a chamber of relaxation. There they could now take mana baths, which seemed to be an essential requirement for every high-level demon.
Payday.
Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly.
Thunderbolt! Fly! And win!
You want me to call you Sailor Overmoon now or what? I can take you with one hand tied behind my back.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly. Heyday! The heroes strengthened Yaina Overproud's spell and slowly pushed Crowley back. Enemies have entered the dungeon. Crowley had already been forced far back. Something needed to be done urgently. Slowly but surely, Crowley was forced back. The idle evil had better support him quickly. Crowley had been forced all the way back. Yaina's spell was so powerful it was hurting him. If he didn't get some support soon, he would die.
Very good. That adds some new momentum. Time to die, Yaina Overproud! Once I'm done with you, I'm gonna raise Dolaran to the ground!
You will never defeat me. I fight for good. We win in every story.
Crowley's fabulous skill, however, stood ready to be unleashed upon the abominable evil signal. Go, Crowley, go on! Take the worthless magician out! The Pit Fiend had reached Yaina Overproud. He tore through the walls as if they were paper, and then they met. Lightning bolts lashed through the electrified air. An epic battle began.
Your days are numbered, villainous Pit Fiend. In the name of Dolaran, I will punish you. But not here.
What the... A teleportation spell? What a bitch! Come on, after her! She can't be far!
Daughter, cease your villainous deeds. Grimly's death. I forgive you for that. But look inside yourself and return to the light.
Him again? Look, go watch that cartoon movie about ice and snow and listen to the song Let It Go very, very closely.
I don't have time for that! Come on! We have to find Crowley and kill Yaina and lay waste to Dolaran, not necessarily in that order.
The end of Yaina Overproud. The victorious Evil's armies had stormed Dolaran, but the sneaky magician Yaina Overproud had teleported both herself and Crowley deeper into the city with a spell. Now, Talia set about leading the troops into the financial hub of the Empire. As the lagging and holding up the whole show Evil's army marched into Dolaran, the city's ruler and part-time witch, Yaina Overproud, was fighting an epic duel against the mighty Pit Fiend Crowley. Magic energy swirled around the two as they relentlessly attacked one another.
That's enough. No single demon is going to stop me. Might of the Dollar, open!
Chaotic magic flowed through Crowley and banished him into a mana prison. He would hardly be able to escape from it on his own.
Really? We freed him after all that time, and now he just lets himself be banished. We could have saved ourselves the effort. What a loser.
Ha! Your demonic ally is banished. Now it's your turn. Let's see how your dungeon likes my arcane tears.
Tears in reality that distorted the space around them formed in the surprised Evil's dungeon. The Dungeon Heart's evil energy seemed to lure the chaotic arcane power beyond those tears. Magical energy burst out of the tears to pierce the dungeon heart.
Oh, okay. These things have to be destroyed. Only, how do we do that?
Violence is always the most obvious solution, thought the crazy evil, as it ordered its creatures to attack the arcane tears. Fascinatingly enough, it actually seemed to work. Computer logic.
You destroyed them? Then I'll just make some new ones. Just let me take a quick break and drink a mana potion and I'll be right with you.
You'll pay for that.